on. Liz Truss, there she is. Let's go into
Okay, hello and welcome to a special edition of, I don't know, War and Error, something like that. It's Liz Truss's fucking conference speech.
Special edition.
Let me know if you can see everything, if you're there. John Barleycorn is there. Hello, John Barleycorn. How you doing?
Conference speech.
Let me know if you can see everything, if you're there. John Barleycorn is there. Hello, John Barleycorn. How you doing?
Right, she's got to speak in a moment, like a robot, like a strange little robot person.
Sorry, a bit of an echo then. Sorted that out now. Okay, let's listen in. Let's listen in. What's she saying? She's talking bollocks, isn't she? As always, talking bollocks. Thank you. Pork markets, go on. Go on, say pork markets, you fucking useless wanker. Go on, pork markets. Pork.
My friends,
It's
it's great to be with you here in Birmingham.
Is it?
It's fantastic.
Oh my God, that picture. It just says great, getting Britain moving.
Building new buildings.
It's so low quality.
busy
That's not
trams
me. That's not
coursing
my
down the
feed.
streets.
That's actually coming
The
through.
bull standing
They've
proudly at the
they've
heart
put
of
that on
Birmingham.
so the letters don't fall
My
off.
friends, this is
Fucking
what the
nuts.
city with a Tory
You're so
mayor
unpopular.
looks like.
You're even more unpopular than Jeremy Corbyn was, mate. You're shit. You're shit and everyone fucking hates you. People are only watching this to watch you fucking die on stage.
It's positive,
And
it's enterprising.
Some people might be
it's
literal about that.
successful, and Andy
Go on, what's
Street is
successful?
a human
You're not
dynamo,
successful.
Delivering for the people of Birmingham.
Oh, she said delivering. That's one. Put that into the. Have a drink. Have a drink. She said delivering. Have a drink. Quick. We're going to get really drunk on
And our
this.
Teesside mayor,
Pork
Ben
markets in the
Wilson,
Middle East.
is also delivering
Hi, Chatty
new
Rat.
jobs
Hi,
and
Duke.
investment.
Delivering.
This
She
is
said
what
delivering again. Have a drink.
conservatism looks like.
Cunt.
Let's get Tory mayors
Da, da,
elected
da,
in
da, da,
London,
da, da.
in Manchester.
And
in
that.
right across
She's
our
She
great
thinks she's
country.
in Manchester. You're in fucking Birmingham, you daft prune. Doesn't even fucking know where she is. Twat. Yeah.
We gather.
We gather.
At a vital time
I can't believe
for
how
the
bad
United
quality the Get Britain Moving
These are stormy
is.
days.
That's quite phenomenal.
Together, we've mourned the death of Queen Elizabeth II.
Oh, really?
The
Yeah.
rock on which modern Britain was built.
I don't think
We're
you've
now
mourned that
in a
at all,
new
mate.
era
I think you don't care.
Under
I have
King
the
Charles
feeling you
III.
don't give a fuck.
We're dealing with the global economic
I have a
crisis
spot on
caused
my-
by COVID
On
and
my
by
bloody
Putin's
picture, which I'm
appalling
not
war
happy
in
about. I'm
Ukraine.
not happy about it, Liz.
In these tough times,
Arse.
we need
Wanker.
to step up. I'm determined to get Britain moving, to get us through the tempest, and to put us on
Get us
a
through the
stronger
tempest.
footing as a nation.
There you go, that's better.
I'm driven in this
Got rid of that
mission
dot.
by
was
my
annoying me.
firm belief
Right, hello.
in the British
Oh, I'm kind of
people.
floating a little bit above where I
I
should be.
believe that you know best how to spend
It's
your
all
own
sorted
money
out.
to get
Let's have a
on
look at
in
your
life
messages.
and to realise your ambitions.
But my ambition is for you not to be Prime Minister. My ambition is for you and your entire fucking crooked party, which killed over 500,000 people in the last 10 years, to all be out of power and all be put
My
in a
friends,
fucking
that is
secure
what
fucking unit where you belong.
Is about. It's a belief in freedom, in
Freedom.
fair play,
Freedom.
and the
Freedom
great
for,
potential
not
the
freedom of
British
movement,
people.
no. Hey, cunt.
So I'm not gonna
Took that away
tell
from
you
us, didn't you,
what
you
to do,
fucking arse?
or what to think, or how to live. Your
I
life.
was a
I'm not
Remainer, now I'm a
interested in
Brexiteer.
how
I
many
was a Lib
people
Dem,
you
now I'm a
like
Tory.
the supermarket, or how you spend your spare time. Or
I spend my spare
interaction
time
signaling.
telling you to fuck off because you're a cock.
I'm not interested in just talking about things,
Yeah?
but actually in doing things.
Yeah, like costing the British
What I'm
taxpayers
interested
£65
in
billion.
is your hopes and fears
Cunt.
that you feel every day.
You are all my fears. You and your twat party. I want you out. I want you out of power so I can have a decent night's sleep. You cunt.
I know how you feel.
No, you don't.
I have
No,
the
you
same
don't.
hopes
No,
and
you
fears.
don't. You obviously don't. Because if you knew how I
want
felt,
what you
you'll go and take a long walk
I
off a
fought
very
to get
short
where I
pier.
am today. I
Cunt.
fought to get jobs, to get pay rises, and get on the housing.
I hate just watching her, says Sheikh Avar. I
I've
fucking
juggled
hate
my
everything about
career
her.
With raising two wonderful daughters.
You've cost the
I know
taxpayer
how it feels
over
to have
£65
the
billion
potential
in the first
by those
fucking
who
week
think
of
they
you
know
being in
better.
power, you daft fucking prune.
I remember as a young girl
No,
being
you don't.
presented on a plane
When you
with
were
a junior
a
air
Lib Dem,
hostess badge.
when you were an anti-monarchist.
Meanwhile, my brothers were given the junior
Courage of her
pilot
convictions,
badges.
this one. Fucking arse. See, I love that the fact that Get Britain Moving has been added on digitally to stop the letters from falling off.
It wasn't the only time
It's
in
really
my
impressive.
life that I've been
And it's really
treated
bad
differently
because
for
the
being
colour
female,
of
for not fitting in.
blue that they've
It made
used
me
is a
angry,
slightly
and it made
different
me
shade to the
determined.
background, so you can see the
Determined to
box
change things
around it.
so other people didn't feel the
That's
same way.
phenomenal. That's so bad. That Get Britain Moving above me. I can't believe how badly that's been keyed in.
I remember growing up in Leeds, where I saw too
If she
many
moves her
children
head
being
a
let
bit
down.
too much to
Let down
her
by low
left,
expectations,
that
let
Get
down
Britain
by a
Moving
Labour
thing might
council
actually
who
appear
were
in
more
front of her,
interested
which would be
in
quite funny.
political correctness than they
Also,
were
what's
in
brilliant
school
is she's
standards.
against a blue screen. This
But
would be
I was
so
lucky
easy for us to key.
To have been brought up in a family that cared about
fact.
education. They taught me the value of hard work and enterprise.
Hard work and
I stand here today as the first Prime Minister of our
To
country
trash the
to
economy
have gone
within
to
a week of
comprehensive
being
school.
in power. Like an absolute nightmare.
That taught me two things.
What
One
did it
is
teach you?
that we have huge talent
Yes,
across
look
our
at that.
country. And two, that we're not making enough of it. This is a great country. I'm so proud of who we are and
No,
what
you're
we
not.
stand for.
You fucking hate this
But
place.
I know that we can do better, and I know that we must do better.
I'm going to change the background
that's
of her,
why
so
I
now she's
entered
in
politics.
she's in
I want to live in a country
Hieronymus
where hard work
Bosch's
is rewarded.
hell
where
in an
women
office.
can walk home safely at night, and where our children have a better future. To deliver this, we need to
Oh,
get
even
Britain
better.
moving.
Let's have some
We cannot
David
have
Lynch-style red
any more
curtains
drift and
behind her.
delay at this vital time.
I'm doing this live.
Let's
This is quite
remember
fun.
where we were
Oh,
when I entered Downing Street.
where were you?
Average energy bills were predicted
Fucking
to
war
soar
room. The war room
above
from Dr.
£6,000
Strangelove. Let's
a
have
year.
that. That should be the background.
We faced
Should
the
we leave it at
highest
that?
tax burden that our country had had for 70 years.
What?
And
Lies.
we were told
Stop fucking
that
lying.
we could do nothing about it.
Stop lying.
I didn't accept that things
You're
had to be
lying.
that way.
You're lying.
I knew
You're lying.
that inaction would be
Biggest tax burden, my
unconscionable.
arse.
Families would have been unable to heat their homes.
There you go.
Businesses
We'll
would have
move
gone
that to
bust.
there.
Jobs.
Brilliant.
would
There you
have
go.
been
Now she's in the
lost.
war room
And we
from
would
Dr.
have worse
Strangelove.
public services. including the NHS.
Don't have a blue
I
background,
couldn't allow
dickhead.
this to happen.
Oh, it's just too
I
easy. Are we
refuse
even listening to this?
to
Are we even
consign
listening to
our
what the
great
fucking
country
this
to decline.
catastrophe is fucking saying? Disaster scene as background. That's the best I could do. You need a Rwanda background. Yeah, maybe.
And
Oh
that's
my
why
God.
I promised on entering Downing Street
Any more suggestions?
to act.
Oh, hang on. It looks like. Oh, there's some interruption. Who voted for this? Yes! Yes! Go Greenpeace!
Let's get them.
Yes! Go Greenpeace! Woo! Yeah, go fuck yourself! Go fuck yourself, Truss! You fucking nightmare! Yes! Yes, Greenpeace! They're still holding it up! Brilliant! Who voted for this? Who voted for it? Like there's some posh bloke here going, excuse me, I want you to leave now. I've been very posh. I went to a posh school. No! Cheers! Yes, Greenpeace! Disrupt that fucking cunt speech! Yes! Piss off, you fucking catastrophe. You absolute catastrophe. Ha 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 ha! Well done, well done, well done. Fucking love yous. You're the best. Woo! Big round of applause for the protesters. Now, fuck off. Any more suggestions for a background that I can quickly key in? She sounds echoey. People might be getting the echo from my headphones. I don't know. Brilliant. Aftermath of disaster background. Okay, I'll have a look.
Thank you.
I'll have a look.
Thank you. Thank
Why are they applauding her? They should be applauding the fucking Greenpeace people.
you. Now, later on in my speech, my friends, I'm going to talk
What?
about the
I'm not your friend.
Anti-Growth Coalition. But I think they arrived in the hall a bit too early. They were meant to come later on, so we'll get on to them.
Oh,
We'll
funny.
get on to them. We'll
She's
get
so
on to
funny.
them in a few
Isn't she
minutes.
funny, everyone? Look at the
What
funny
we did
little
was
woman.
We acted. We made sure that the typical household energy bill shouldn't be more than around £2,500 a year next. We followed up with immediate action to support businesses over the winter. We're determined to shield people from astronomically high bills. So much so that we are doing
very
more
tall
in
people
this
called Bill?
country to protect people
What?
from the energy
The ones that you
crisis
caused.
than
The ones that
any
you caused
other
by not
country
putting
in
a
Europe.
fucking... by not doing something sensible. Like, I don't know, putting a cap... not just putting a cap, but actually taxing the energy companies. Like they're being asked to be
Our response
taxed.
to the energy crisis was the biggest part of our mini budget. It was the biggest part for a good reason, because we had to do it. But it's not
What?
the only challenge we face. For too long, our economy hasn't grown as strongly as it should have done. I know what it's like to live somewhere that isn't feeling the benefits of economic growth.
Yeah, because you grew up in the
I grew
80s,
up in Paisley
under Thatcher.
and in Leeds
she didn't give a fuck.
in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, under
I've seen
Thatcher.
the boarded up
Under
shops.
Thatcher and Major.
I've
Fucking
seen
brilliant.
people left with
Absolutely
no hope
fucking
turning to
brilliant.
drugs. I've seen families struggling
You
to
make
put
me want to
food on the
fucking
table.
turn to fucking drugs, I
Low
swear.
growth isn't just numbers on a spreadsheet. Low growth means lower wages, fewer opportunities, and less money to spend on the things that make life better. It means our country falling behind other countries, including those who threaten our way of life. And it means
You
the
threaten
parts
my
of
way
our
of life,
country
you fucking
that I
plop,
really care
plop.
about
You
falling
absolute fucking
even further
plop.
behind.
That's what you are.
That is why we
a
must
fucking
level
plop.
up our country in a conservative way, ensuring everywhere,
Fuck off.
everyone can get on.
Can get on what? Can get on what? The gravy train? The Tory gravy train? The 55 Truston Street gravy train? Is that what they can get on? Hey, motherfucker. Is that what they can get on?
Conference, it's wrong to invest
You're wrong.
only in the places that are thriving, as economic models often have it. We need to fund the furthest behind first. And for too
Fuck
long,
off.
the political debate has been dominated by the argument about how we distribute a limited economic pie. Instead, we need to grow the pie so that everyone
Is
gets
that apocalyptic
a bigger
enough
slice.
for you guys? You like that? Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
That is why
You lying
I'm
sack of
determined to
shit.
take a new approach and break us out of this high-tax, low-growth.
Fuck
cycle.
off, you
And that's what our
catastrophe.
plan is about. It's
Catastrophe.
about getting the economy growing and rebuilding
Catastrophe.
Britain through reform.
It's the catastrophe.
The scale of this challenge is immense.
What's with the fucking
War
hands?
in Europe for
Immense.
the first time in a generation.
Oh, as well, she sounds rather echoey.
A more uncertain
I'm too tired to hide my
world in the
anger.
aftermath
Duke
of
Vengeance, I know how you feel.
And a global
She's more
economic
unpopular than
crisis.
Bojo at the lowest.
That is
She-
why
QA
in
Library.
Britain we
She's
need to
more
do things
unpopular.
differently.
She's more
We need
unpopular
to
than
step up.
Jeremy Corbyn at his
As the
lowest.
last few weeks have
That's
shown,
how unpopular
it will
she
be
is.
difficult. Whenever there's
Pardon me.
change, there is
She's the most
disruption.
unpopular Prime
And
Minister
not
of all
everybody
time, I
will
think,
be
now.
in favour of change.
Well done, knobhead.
Everyone will
More
benefit
unpopular than
from the
Neville
result.
Chamberlain.
A growing economy.
I
and a
love the
better
backdrop,
future.
Liz. I love the backdrop you've picked there, love. That's boss, that. You should have more backdrops like that. You fucking prune. The fuck?
That is what we have a clear plan to deliver.
Tories are
I
like the
have
nothing
three
from the
priorities
Netherlands
for our
story.
economy.
She doesn't do the cuff when she
Growth.
does the cliff. What? Off the
Growth.
cloth. Yeah.
And growth.
Sorry, I'm stealing Phil's line there. She doesn't do off the cuff as well as she does off the cliff. Thank you. Quite funny, yeah.
Growth means more money in people's pockets.
No, it doesn't.
It means businesses creating new jobs.
No, it doesn't.
Growth
Not the way
means
you do
people
growth.
Can feel secure.
Your
and they
your
can
idea of
plan for
growth
their
is more
future.
money in the pockets of
Fundamentally,
millionaires and less
growth
money for
helps
hard-working
people
British
fulfill
families
their
who are not
hopes
paid
and
enough by the
dreams.
cunt fucking
that's why
companies they
our
work for
dynamic
because
new
you won't
Chancellor
force them to
and
pay
I
them a
will be
living
taking
fucking wage.
action in
Fuck off,
three
Kwasi,
areas.
you fucking
First
wanker.
of all, we will lower.
Fuck off, cocksucker. I'm loving the background here. Can I have a bit of love for the king in the background? I don't have a producer. I'm doing this live myself.
First of all,
In the basement of my
we will
house.
lower our tax burden. Over the summer, we had a robust
Get Britain
debate.
get Britain
and
burning.
The Conservative Party will always be the party of,
Of
low
what?
taxes.
For the rich. Party of low taxes for the rich. For the rich. Everyone else is going to have to pay more for their food, more for their
Cutting
energy,
taxes
more
is
for
the
their
right
cars,
thing to do,
more for their fucking petrol,
morally
more for
and
everything they want to do in life.
Morally,
more.
because the state doesn't spend its own money. It spends the people's money.
What?
Economically.
All right, Charlie,
Because
thanks for the
if
super
people
chat.
keep more
Also,
of their
thanks
own
Pineapple
money,
Boy for the super chat
they're
as well.
inspired to do more of what they do best. That's what grows the economy. When the government
What
plays
grows the
too big a
economy
role,
is people
feel
like
smaller.
me, right?
High
Not your
taxes mean
fucking
you feel
billionaire
it's less
mates in
worthwhile.
Tufton Street, but
Working
people like
that
me
extra hour,
spending money
going
in my
for a
fucking
better job,
community.
or setting you
That's
up your
what
own
that's what
business.
makes money for the
That's,
economy.
my friends,
Not giving
is
money
why
to
we are
multi-millionaires
cutting
to
taxes.
scribble away in a fucking bank account in the fucking Cayman Islands, you stupid cunt! Fucking arse. Absolute fucking arsehole. Go fuck
We've
yourself.
already cut
Oh my god,
stamp
that
duty,
shot then
helping
with
people on
the
housing
apocalypse
ladder,
scene behind it, that was boss.
especially first-time buyers. We're reversing the increase
Worked
in
really well.
national insurance from next month. And we're keeping corporation tax at 19%,
we need
the
some
lowest
water.
in the G20.
The lowest in
We're
the
also
G20.
helping
Do
31
you know what's also the
million
lowest in the
working people
G20? Our
by cutting the
fucking
basic
growth,
rate of
moron.
tax.
Because of your fucking mate's Brexit that you didn't support, but now you do. Because I don't know. I don't think you give a fuck.
We need to be internationally competitive.
That's got a bit weird, hasn't
with
it?
all our tax rates attracting investment. Cutting
Hey, that's
taxes
better.
helps us face the global economic crisis.
God,
Putting up
I
a
really
sign
need some water.
that Britain is open for business.
I'm doing a Theresa May 2017 here. Coughing up. Got a bit of a cold.
The
That's
fact
why I didn't do the
is
Monkey Island
that
thing at the
abolition
weekend.
of the
Sorry.
45p tax rate became a distraction from the major parts of our growth plan.
What? A
That is
distraction?
why we're no
A
longer
distraction?
proceeding with it.
Are you talking about the
I get it.
£65 billion pounds of our money you spaffed up the wall like a fucking masturbating chimpanzee? Is that made of fucking gold? Is that what you're talking about? It was a distraction, was it, you stupid twat?
I believe in fiscal
It
responsibility.
was all the Queen's
I
fault for
believe in
dying.
getting
It was
value
all the
for
media's
taxpayer.
fault. No,
I
it wasn't.
believe in
Your
sound
fucking
money
fault.
and a
Take
lean
some
state.
fucking responsibility
I
for
remember
once
being
in your
shocked
Tory
opening my first
fucking
paycheck
life.
to see how much money the tax man
Fucking
had taken out.
Useless. Useless.
I know this
Useless.
feeling is replicated across the country.
Who elected this woman? Because anyone could join the Conservatives
And that's
and
why
vote.
we must
A child
always
could.
be careful
A sex
with
offender
taxpayers'
could.
money.
A paedophile, a
It's
convicted
why this
paedophile
government
in
will
jail
always be
could vote
fiscally
for her.
responsible.
A convicted
We are in
paedophile
extraordinary
in
times.
jail in
It would have been
Zimbabwe
wrong
could
not to
vote for
proceed
her.
rapidly with our energy
A
and tax
convicted
plan.
cannibal
I am
in
clear
Vladivostok
we
in
cannot
Russia
pave the way
could
for
vote for her
sustainable
to
economic
be
growth
our Prime
without
Minister.
fiscal responsibility.
That's who
So
voted
we
for
will
her.
bring
Any
down
member
debt
of the Conservative
as a
Party.
proportion
Anyone who
of our
stumped up
national
25
income.
quid could vote for this fucking troller to be our fucking Prime Minister. This fucking intellectual
We are
fucking
seeing
balloon
rising interest
to be
rates
our Prime
worldwide
Minister.
in the wake
Fuck
of
me
Putin's
sideways.
war and COVID. The Federal Reserve has been hiking rates in America and
Oh,
has
it's all
signalled
America's
more
fault.
rises to come.
The Queen died.
Inflation is
America's
high across
hiking
the world's
the
major
dollar.
economies.
It's not
We will
our
do
fault the
what we
dollar
can as a
goes
government
wrong.
to support homeowners, such as cutting stamp duty. But it's right that
Cutting
interest
stamp
rates are
duty.
independently set by
You
the Bank of
fucked the
England.
mortgage market
No
for the next
politicians
10
do
years,
not
you
decide
fucking
this.
moron.
The
None of
Chancellor
us
and
who
Governor
haven't got a
are
house,
closely
that's like me and
coordinating
everyone I
our
fucking
monetary
know.
and
We,
fiscal
how
policy.
do we get on
And
the
the
fucking
Chancellor and
housing
I
ladder, you
are in
fucking
complete
arse?
lockstep on this.
It's all right saying, oh, you don't pay stamp duty. Yeah, but we still have to pay for fucking mortgage, which we can't afford now because of your fucking economic shenanigans, your economic incontinence, your economic fucking shite
Thirdly, we
hawkery.
will drive economic reforms to build
Oh
our
God, the
country
pound
for a
is
new era.
tumbling as she
We're
speaks.
taking a
Jesus
new approach
Christ.
Based on what's
The
worked
footsie is
before.
declining right now.
Previously, we faced barriers
Oh
to
my
growth
God.
like militant
You
unions,
fucking
nationalised
what?
industries,
Militant
and
unions.
outdated regulation.
That's the problem
Now we
right
must
now.
break down
Fucking she's
barriers
going on
to
about the
growth
fucking
built up
19
in our system
the
over
1980s, fucking 40
Decisions
years
take too
ago.
long.
And she's like, "Oh yeah,
Burdens
that's
on
the
businesses
problem.
are too
That's the
high.
problem. That's it right there."
Infrastructure projects get delayed
Jesus
for years
Christ.
and years and years. As a result, we've seen economic growth choked off. Houses haven't been built
Chucked off.
where they are needed and wanted.
Yeah, by you! You haven't built them! Your party's been in power for the last 12 years, you twat! You've been in power for the last 12 years. Who's responsible? You fucking are! No one's been building hospitals. No one's been building schools. No one's been building houses. No one's been investing in the economy. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder
They
why.
generate profits, they create new jobs, and they power our success.
What?
And I want to see
Your
more
success? You are
That's
a
why
failure
we
of a
business
failure of a failure.
cutting taxes
You are a
and
triple
simplifying
negative.
red tape
A
to help
failure.
businesses
That's what
realize
you
their
are.
ambitions. And this is what our new investment zones will do. Helping us
Oh,
level
investment
up across the
zones.
country.
Yeah.
We're going to be
investment
inspired
zones.
by the great hubs of
You do
industry
know that
like
inward
Bourneville
investment's gone off
here
a
in the
cliff.
West Midlands.
Just like our
And that's
exports,
what
because we were
zones
sick of
in places
exports. So
like
we decided
here
to leave the
and around
fucking
the
single
country
market
will
customs
deliver.
union.
We want
And she
to
fucking
create the
supported
zones
that.
in England,
After
Scotland,
claiming to be a
Wales,
fucking
and Northern
Remainer.
Ireland.
Jesus
now is the
Christ.
time to harness the power of free
Now is the time for you
enterprise
to fuck off.
transform our country.
Go on.
Ensure that our greatest
Go on.
days lie ahead.
Yeah, really? Really? Is that what you're going to do? Our greatest days lie ahead. The pound's down 0.5%.
This is the United Kingdom at its best.
Militant
working
unions.
together
Yeah, I
and
know.
getting our economy growing. And we will face down the separatists who threaten to pull apart our precious union, our family.
What, you mean like you? You mean like you and your fucking party, which has done more for the separation of the union than the IRA, fucking the Welsh terrorists,
year
whatever
we
they
will
were
host the
fucking
Global
called.
Investment
And
Summit.
bloody, I don't know,
This will show the
fucking
world's top investors.
Bonnie
who
Prince
know
Charlie
where
put
to invest
together.
in the UK.
Fuck me.
And we're seizing the newfound freedoms outside the European Union. We're the party who
Outside
got
the European
Brexit
Union,
done,
there's no
and we
fucking
will
money, you
realise
fucking
on the
dickhead.
promise of
It's a
Brexit.
fucking vast desert of no economic growth. It's a vast desert of people who can't afford to buy our fucking stuff, except for America, who have said they're not going to do a trade deal with us.
Most of the huge opportunities Brexit offers.
What
By the end of the
opportunities?
year, all EU red tape will be consigned to history.
What? How? How does that even work? What, are you going to get rid of GDPR, but then any EU citizen, well, look at them on their feet. Any EU citizen who's got their
Instead, we
details
will
on a
ensure
British
that regulation
server will have
is
to comply by
pro-business and
GDPR
pro-growth.
anyway. So we're going to have
The
two systems at
EU
twice the
gives
price
us
and
a
twice
chance
the
to
amount of
do
red tape. You
We
stupid
need more
twat.
of that. That's why over the
Fuck
coming
me.
weeks, my team of ministers
PM
will
entered
set
the
out
stage,
more
the
about
tune
what
of
we're going to
MPs
do
moving
to
on
get
up.
Britain moving. We'll make it easier to build homes.
Yeah, well, there's
to
nowhere else to
afford
fucking go at the
childcare,
moment, is
and
there?
to
You
get
fucking,
super-fast
you're
broadband.
flatlining on
We'll
your
help you set up
fucking
your own
popularity.
business and get a
Party
mobile
polls,
phone
30
signal
points
wherever you
behind.
are in the country.
30 points behind Keir Starmer. Any other leader would be 20 points ahead by now. Yeah, he's 30 points ahead. Oh, I'll shut up now. What newfound
We're
freedoms?
in
Yeah.
tough times.
Abstract
But I want
opportunities
you to know
and freedoms. Yeah,
that day in,
completely,
day out,
completely right.
I'm thinking about how we
Vacuous
get this country moving.
shite.
I'm working
Platitudes.
flat out to
Duck
make sure
billed
people can
fucking
get through this
platitude
crisis.
here. That's
So
all
let me
she
be
is.
clear, we have your back.
Fucking arsehole. You don't have my back. You don't have my back! You have ruined my fucking life! You have ruined the lives of literally hundreds of people I fucking know! You have torn families apart! You have made people lose their fucking homes! You have put people on the streets! You have driven people to suicide! Your party! Gobshite!
Better and easier for everyone. And
500,000 people died under these cunts. 500,000 people! British people! Imagine if the French invaded and killed 500,000 fucking Brits! Then the Daily Mail would have something to say, wouldn't they? Oh yeah, and half the fucking people they killed were fucking World War II veterans!
We'll deliver for patients.
Oh gosh, she's so ugly! My eyes! My eyes! My beautiful eyes! Fuck off! How is she fucking NHS? In charge of the NHS? Jesus Christ, she doesn't go for a regular checkup, does she? Should break the equipment. And my ears are bleeding now. Cheers, mate. Sorry for shouting. I'm just getting a little bit vexed by this
she will improve A&E.
penguin. What? I missed that one.
And she will bust the COVID backlog.
Will she?
That's not all. That's not all.
And she will privatise the
And
NHS.
she will bolster social care so everyone gets the care they need.
Right. Oh God, she's so ugly. I'm sorry for broadcasting. Has she got away? Has she got away? Oh, ugh.
We are
Can't
working
bear looking
to
at that.
put this country
Fucking-
on the path.
She looks like
to
one of those things that
long-term
live down at the
success.
bottom of the garden in the Fraggles.
That means ensuring we are safe and secure.
So there's Suella Braverman.
One of the reasons we're facing this global crisis
It's you.
because collectively,
It's 'cause of people like
the
you.
West did not do enough.
It's because of people like
We
you who are
became
thick as
complacent.
pig shit. Oh, you didn't do
We didn't
enough.
spend
You
enough
didn't do
on
enough,
defence.
did you? Eh? Conservatives,
too
been in power for
dependent
12
on
years.
authoritarian
She's dissing
regimes
the Conservatives'
for
own
cheap
record
goods and
here.
cheap energy.
She's saying there wasn't enough
And we did not
productivity,
stand
not
up
enough
to
growth,
Russia early
not enough
on.
investment, not enough
We
not
will
enough
make
done
sure
to
this
protect
never
our
happens
interests as
again.
NATO members. While we were slagging off 20 of the 30 NATO members and saying that they were like the EU-SSR. That's what we call 20 of our NATO fucking allies, you stupid fucking gobshite.
Reinforce our energy security. We're opening more gas fields in the North Sea.
Oh, great!
Bring more
That's going to be
renewables
good.
and
You know,
nuclear
gas
energy.
is paid on
This is how
fucking
we
global
protect the
prices,
great
international
environment,
markets, you
deliver
stupid
on our
twat.
commitment to
We
net
can't just
zero
take it out the fucking
and
ground and go,
climate
oh, it's
change.
all right, it's ours now. We can charge whatever we want for it. The price of gas is set by international markets, and then the price of our clean electricity is set by the price of fucking gas.
Decisive action by strengthening our borders.
Fuck it, she doesn't
and beefing
understand
up
this.
our border force
She doesn't
and
understand any of it.
expanding the Rwanda scheme.
It's like
Our
just
brilliant
some
new Home
vacuous
Secretary will be
clown
bringing
who
forward legislation
doesn't
to
get
make sure that
anything.
no European judge can overrule us.
What, are we gonna oh, fuck off! Fuck off, Braverman, you cunt! Fucking hell. Her dream is to deport
While she
people
is
to
acting,
Rwanda.
meanwhile, the
That's her
Labour
dream.
Party has
What a
absolutely
horrible
no
little
plan
fucking troll.
to tackle illegal immigration.
Fuck you, fucking troll, fucking woman. Oh yeah, that's the big problem we're facing at the moment.
But
Not the
my friends,
£65
we
billion
cannot
your
have
fucking clowns
security at
wiped
home
out from the British
without
fucking
security
taxpayers
at
fund,
home.
eh? Hey!
That's why our tough foreign and defence
What?
secretaries
All right, yeah.
are
The tough.
updating the integrated
Let's go
review
after.
to make
Let's
sure
go after
it
women
cuts
and
down
children
threats.
fleeing war
It's why
instead
we're
of going
increasing
after
defence
Putin, who's
spending
causing a
to
fucking war.
3% of
Yeah,
GDP
all right, well done, love.
by the end of the decade.
Fucking arsehole. She is very, very bland.
This will ensure that our armed forces are
What?
ready to tackle
Oh yeah?
new and emerging
The armed
threats.
forces that you've been cutting
Working with our
by
friends and
thousands
allies
of
to
troops
support
over the last
Ukraine
12
in the
years.
face
That
of
armed forces.
Putin's
The
brutal
Navy
war.
that's on its arse has got like
brave
one
Ukrainian
aircraft
people.
carrier that doesn't have a fucking aircraft on it. Yeah, well done, well done. The veterans that you don't look after so they end up on the streets.
The brave
Is that
Ukrainian
addicted to
people
fucking
aren't fighting
spice
for
and
their
crack
security,
cocaine? Is that,
but for all
are they
our
the people
security.
you're looking after?
This
Is
is a
it
fight
Liz,
for
the
freedom
army,
and
the military? You really
democracy
care about
around the
them?
world.
Bullshit you care about them.
Putin's
You don't care about
illegal annexation
anything
of
but
Ukrainian
making money
territory
for your
is
rich
just the
Tufton
latest
Street
act
cunt
in his
friends.
campaign to subvert democracy
What?
and violate international law.
Ooh, like
We should
Brexit.
not give in to
In a
those
limited
who
and
want a
specific
deal
way, love.
which trades
A
in
limited and
Ukrainian
specific
land.
way. It's okay if you do
They
it in a
are
limited and
proposing to
specific
pay
way.
Ukrainian
And we
rights
international
to the
law. We
EU.
don't want the EU telling us what to do.
We will
She just
stand
literally said
with
that.
our
We're not part of the
Ukrainian
ECJ. She's
however
conflating
long
on
it takes.
purpose the ECJ
Ukraine can
with the
win.
European Court of Human
Ukraine
Rights, which is a
must
different
win,
fucking
and
thing,
Ukraine
and we have been part
will
of
win.
for like 70 fucking years. Predates the EU. Oh my god, they're on their feet. Someone, oh my god. Oh, I just hate all these people so much. Why are you standing up for this fucking clown standing in front of this apocalyptic background? Go, when we were watching Keir Starmer speaks last week, we were on our feet every fucking 30 seconds. She's got a standing ovation because she's going to take out the army and stop Putin interfering in our democracy, I guess.
President Zelensky and the people
You didn't want to do that when it was Brexit, did you? Oh, we're going to accept the result of the referendum. It was very, very democratic. Can you look into Russian meddling in that? No, that wouldn't be democratic.
Free democracies need strong economies.
Free democracies need
Economic
less people
growth
like you
makes
getting
us
into
strong
fucking power.
at
You
home
and your fucking
and
cronies,
strong abroad.
there to feather your
And we need
nests,
an
there to make
economically
money,
sound,
lots of money,
secure,
lots of grubby money.
kingdom.
Crispin O'Day made
that will
over
mean
150
challenging
million
those
pounds
who
last
try
week
to stop
when you
growth.
trashed the fucking economy, when
I
you
will
fucking
not
sent
allow
the pound into a
anti-growth
death spiral.
coalition
He
to hold us
cashed
back.
in, he made coin, he made serious fucking coin. He made more money than most of us will ever make in a thousand lifetimes. Fucking cunt.
Labour, the Lib Dems, the SNP.
The Lib Dems, you should know a lot about them
The
since you
militant
were
unions,
part of them, weren't you?
the vested
The
interests
militant unions,
dressed
she's
up
back
as
to the
think
militant
tanks.
unions again.
The talking
The
heads,
boogeyman,
Brexit deniers,
the Sasquatch,
extinction rebellion,
the
and some of the people
Freddy
we had on the
Krueger,
line earlier.
Leatherface, Jason Voorhees, they're coming to get you.
The fact is,
Look out, it's the Babadook.
they prefer protesting to doing.
No,
They
no, we
talking
prefer
on
you
Twitter
not to be in
to
fucking
taking
power,
tough
mates.
decisions. They
Fucking
taxi
protesting
from
than
North
doing.
London townhouses
I think
to the
everyone I
BBC
know would do a
studio
better
to
job than you.
dismiss anyone challenging
Literally
the
everyone I
status
know
quo.
would do a fucking better job than you fucking clown. You trashed our economy. You've sent the price of our mortgages through the fucking roof. You've made our energy bills completely
broadcast to
unaffordable and gone, oh no,
podcast,
it's all right.
they
It's all right.
peddle
No
the
one
same
will
old
pay more than
nonsense.
2,500 a
It's
year.
all
2,500 a
more
year!
taxes,
Have you any
more
idea how much money that is?
regulation, and more
And it's a
levelling.
lie. That's the fucking average. How can you not know
Wrong.
that? Maybe she did know
Wrong.
that. She's fucking thick, this one. She is fucking thick. Hi RC, hi Urban Productions. Fucking arsehole. Now
We see-
milking
we
war
see the
victims for
anti-growth
credibility.
coalition at
Yeah.
work across our country.
Indeed.
Keir Starmer
Go on.
wants to put extra taxes on the companies we need to invest in our energy
What?
security.
What?
And his
No,
sticking
he wants to
faster
put a,
solution
he wants to put
will only last
a
6
windfall
months. He
tax
has no long-term
because they've
plan
made
and
war
no
they've
vision
made
for
war
Britain.
profits, war profiteering, so they're going to take money off them to give to us so we don't have to have such high energy bills. You are putting those high energy bills on the nation's credit card and giving money to the energy companies that they don't even fucking want.
Nicola Sturgeon won't build new nuclear power stations to solve the energy crisis in
What?
Scotland.
What?
Have
You
people
built
ever
any
been
new
taxed
power
by
stations,
the
any new
government?
nuclear power stations since you've been in charge for the last 12 years, Liz? No, you fucking haven't.
Or-
Not
or
one,
an
not
industry they
one
don't wanna
new
control.
nuclear power
They
station
don't
fully built
understand the
since they got in
They
2010.
don't understand aspiration. They are prepared to
The worst
leave our
thing,
towns
according to
and
this
cities
fucking blob,
facing decline.
is the worst thing in the world is a field of solar panels. I guess onshore wind
My
farms
friends,
are the worst
does
thing
the
as well.
anti-growth coalition have any idea?
You are the
who
anti-growth
pays their
coalition. You have
wages?
destroyed growth in this country over the last 12 years. You and your bunch of twats have taken
it's the
everything
people
good about this
working in
country and
factories across
sucked
our
it out
country.
like a
It's the
fucking
people who
enemy.
get up at the crack of dawn to go to work. It's the commuters who get trains into towns and cities across our country. I'm
don't care
thinking
about
of the
them.
white van drivers, the
You don't
hairdressers.
care about that. You
the
don't care about
plumbers,
white
the
van drivers. Talk
accountants,
to
the
fucking
IT
Kieran
workers,
about van
and
driving
millions
into
of
fucking
others
Europe,
up
thanks
and
to your
down the
fucking
UK.
cunt. Putting a load of fucking paperwork in his way and making the whole thing a fucking disaster. Let's talk about truck drivers who have to shit in their fucking cab because your cunt mates and the police won't let them out of their fucking lorry while they're sitting in a queue on the M20 trying to get their fucking goods out of the country so we can sell stuff to other fucking countries and make some fucking coin. Stupid twat.
Don't know the frustration you feel.
Yo, you know the frustration I feel, and you get off on it. You, oh, hang on, it's like that, isn't it? You fucking horror
My
show.
friends on the hard left tend to be the ones behind the disruption.
Oh, the hard left. It's the hard left. It's everyone else's
The
fault. The
anti-growth
Queen died. The
coalition
Queen died. The
think
the
that
US
people
put
who
interest
stick
rates up.
themselves
The
to trains, roads and
the hard
buildings
left.
are
It's the
heroes.
militant unions. It's everyone's
I
fault,
say
but
the real
mine.
heroes
A
are
bigger
the
boy
people who
came.
go out to
A
work,
bigger boy
take
came.
responsibility
A bigger boy
and aspire
came.
to a better life for
Responsibility.
themselves and
Why
their
don't you fucking
families.
take some responsibility for a change, Truss? And you fucking gobshite mates. Look, she's convinced. Look at that. That's a voice of conviction. This guy's fucking bored as we are. Oh, that's an epic looking background now, I've got to say.
And I'm on their side.
Oh, Truss, just
We
fuck
will
yourself.
build roads, rail, energy and
No, you won't.
broadband quicker.
No, you won't.
We will be proudly pro-growth,
No, you won't.
pro-aspiration.
Have you seen the state of the roads? The fucking potholes to fuck because you've taken all the money away from local councils. Have you driven around this country recently? Have you got the fucking train to Liverpool that inexplicably takes like 5 fucking hours? Have you done that? And yet costs more than it's ever done before. 70 quid return now it is, Durham to Liverpool. 70 fucking quid. That's 2 days fucking wages. Fuck off.
If we want to get our economy moving again.
What?
I'm ready to make the hard choices.
Are you? Go on.
You can trust
Go on.
me
What's the
to
hard
do
choice?
what it takes.
So you can trust us to do
status
fucking
quo is
U-turns.
not an option.
U-turns, the hard choice.
That is why we
Should we
can't
make loads of
give
money
in
for Crispin O'Day?
to the
Yeah, we'll
voices
do
of
that,
decline.
and then we'll
We
turn it
can't give
around,
in
and then
to
we'll
those
ask for
who say
thanks for
Britain
turning
can't
for
grow
doing a
faster.
U-turn.
We can't give
Oh, the
in
pound's gone back
to
up.
those who
Why
say
don't
we
you say
can't
thank
do
you?
better.
Stupid
We
twat.
must stay the course. We're the only
You'll stay the
party
course.
with a clear plan to get
You're the only
Britain
party
moving.
with 20% of the vote.
We're the only party with the determination to deliver. Together,
Determination
we
to
can
deliver
unleash the full
what?
potential
Deliver, she said deliver,
of
take a
our
drink.
great country.
Go on,
That
get
is
delivering.
how we will build a new Britain for
Miss
a
Truss.
new era.
A new era of what? Tory apocalypse. Oh, God, I hate her so much. Oh, fuck off. Get to fuck. Get to absolute fucking fuck. She's she's off the chart, stupid.
So Liz Truss has finished her speech there on their feet, as you would expect. She looks pleased or maybe relieved that she has come to the end of a speech
There you
that
go.
lasted just
Off you
over
go.
half an hour. She ended
Move away
her
from the
peroration saying, I'm
blue
prepared
backdrop
to make
there.
the hard choices, and I won't give in. There she is,
I
being
really
embraced
would
by
like you
her
to give
husband
in.
as she goes out of the hall, passing the delegates there.
thanked and
But actually, of course, she did give in over that policy of the 45 pence tax rate, and U-turned on scrapping it. She said, I get it. She did. And I listened, but she said she's going to forge ahead with her difficult but necessary mission. We are taking a new approach, and the status quo is not an option. Interestingly, when she did her personal story at the beginning of her speech, growing up in Leeds, she said she's the first Prime Minister to have gone to a comprehensive school.
No, she didn't.
Presume that is a non-selective comprehensive school. Former Prime Ministers, of course, have been to grammar school. And then, just moments into her speech, there was that rather dramatic interruption and intervention by Greenpeace protesters who somehow managed to get into the hall with a rather large banner protesting about the government's policies, or as they see it, U-turns on pledges on green policy, one of them being fracking. She was interrupted, but she regained control quite quickly and actually referred to a passage later on in her speech, the Anti-Growth Coalition. She said, in fact, they turned up early into the hall. My guests are here. We've been joined by the BBC's Deputy Political Editor, Vicky Young. Welcome to you. What did you make of it?
Well, I think, as you say, if part of it felt like she was just trying to get through
pound is down
at some points after an incredibly
0.79%.
But, you know, she was
it's almost
0.8%. That she's carrying on. I mean, as you say, there was a slight sort of nod towards the troubles there've been, but not many. She didn't dwell on it, did she?
No.
And the real message is that there is no other option.
Corporation.
We're going to do this, and I'm going to do it. And is when she was sort of talking directly to people watching and saying that, you know, I'm on your side.
Lies.
She's trying
She's on our side. She's
make
not on
out
my
that
side.
there
She's
are
on
these,
your
you know,
side.
two opposing camps, if you like, and she's in the one that is going to bring growth and help people because she says the country needs all of that. But, you know, there's not much dwelling either on the difficult things that are coming, talking about how she's going to be fiscally prudent, but actually not giving any detail about how she's going to do that. There's an awful lot of difficult things to come. But I think, given where she was now after these last few days, you know, she just had to get through that and show that she was determined to carry on, because even after such a short time as Prime Minister, there are people muttering about how long she's going to last as Prime Minister.
Well,
let me
not
also
much longer,
reintroduce my other guests here, Chris Hope from the Telegraph, Stephen Bush
as he puts his
from
microphone
the
on,
Financial
I'm going
Times.
to just kill the sound on the BBC there, and then I'm going to just come into the studio. Hello, welcome. to this special edition of, I don't know, whatever we call this thing these days, War and Error, I guess. We're talking about the catastrophe, or the catastrophe, or whatever you want to call it, the blunder Truss that is the terrible, 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 terrible leader that we have right now. Liz Truss. I thought I'd just make myself a little smaller, like a little hobbit there. There you go. A little bit of special effects for you while you're watching. So I'll just dive into some of the comments here. Where is it? Background is boss, thank you. Deliver what? Some small green candles might appearing now. She stopped talking. That's from John Barleycorn. I don't really understand why they've got small green candles, but you know, whatever. Deliver what? Misery, disappointment, failure. Yep, sounds very much like that. It does indeed. Enjoy your last few days, Truss. Indeed. I'm a bit surprised actually that it went better than I thought it would. I honestly thought that she'd just fucking cark it in the middle of the fucking speech and essentially just give up and go off stage crying. But I think her ego is that she couldn't possibly countenance such a way of finishing off there. But the fact that she got a standing ovation for basically saying that we should support Ukraine, which is a bit like saying, we should help people who are, I was going to say help people who are poor, but they don't do that, do they? Just like a truism, it's just something that everyone can get behind. It's like Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie, and everyone could just stand up and clap. It is obvious that we should be helping Ukraine, and we should be helping Ukraine as much as possible. Talking of Ukraine, I'm planning to go back as soon as I can. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but basically we have our fund, UK4UKR.com, but we haven't got enough money in the fund to go over at the moment. There's a guy up in Newcastle called Mike who's married to a Ukrainian who's keen to get over there, and I want to take some winter gear over there for coats and jackets and things and warm clothes, because although hopefully we're going to have a mild winter this winter, that's what they're saying, fingers crossed, with the heating bills being what they are, but hopefully we'll be able to make another trip over there possibly in November, but it will depend on getting enough funding to do it. I think at a bare minimum we'll need £2,000 to do it, and that seems like a ridiculous amount to me to spend just to go to bloody Ukraine. But when you factor in the fuel, the insurance, the car hire or van hire or whatever we're using, I mean, even if Kieran lets me use his van, I've got to get temporary insurance, which is not cheap. It is not cheap. And then it's, finding places to stay. And obviously you spend so much on fuel. Like, it's a ridiculous amount on fuel. What we were doing when we were going over there is often actually giving money to refugees, just giving them like a few €100 to say, look, go, take care of yourself, get what you need to get, because a lot of the people who were leaving at the time were leaving with just grab bags and things. The good news is that things have got a lot better now for the people of Ukraine, in that the people aren't flooding out of the country anymore. Kyiv and the big cities like Lviv in the west of the country are quite safe now, relatively, but still there's that threat of the fucking lunatic bloody Putin using a tactical nuke or something. If I had children in the country, I wouldn't want them in there at the moment. So it's unfortunate that Ukraine has gone off the news agenda so much, that the humanitarian plight of Ukraine has gone off so much, and hopefully there'll be more help on the way, not just from us at UK4UKR, but also from other groups and charities that are trying to help people over there at the moment. But that's real support for Ukraine, whereas I just felt like what Liz Truss is coming out with there is just fucking platitudes. She knows that she can just say that and she'll get a standing ovation. That if in doubt, just say Ukraine. It's just like Boris Johnson, if in doubt, he would call up like Zelensky and have a fucking conversation with him, and like, I've shotted to Zelensky today, and you're like, oh, well done, mate, well done. If no one's asking her a question, she can hold up the facade. Kudos. I like the Jeff Taylor background in Undertaker's curtain. Yeah, I think the original one for this, I can't remember what I brought this one in for. But there you go. I could give you my the disaster background, which was quite nice. I hope this is copyright free. I'd be a bit shit if I put a background up and I got done for stealing other people's artwork. Well, there it is. It's quite beautiful, actually, in a way. I mean, someone actually, I don't think it's a drawing. Yeah, it might be a drawing. I think it's a drawing now. It's pretty good, isn't it? I don't think it's real. I think it's a photograph. I was hoping she would include her resignation speech. That would be good. Why has she got WWE style entrance music? I don't know. I love Miss Truss to come back to the part of Leeds where I live. Well, that's the thing. She's made a big thing about her being, going to a comprehensive school. But 68% of her cabinet and most of the people who are, I'm going to make myself smaller again. I don't like being really big on the screen. Most of the people who she's supporting in her fucking crazy way, in her crazy policies are privately educated multimillionaires. 68% of her cabinet are privately educated millionaires, and this is the case with so much stuff. I mean, if I put into the chat here, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen this a million fucking times, but if I go to privateschoolmafia.com, this list grows every day. Every day I wake up in the morning and I go on Twitter and someone will say something obnoxious. And if they're not already on the list, I'll go onto Wikipedia and check to see if that person who said or did something obnoxious, who's British and in power in the public eye, went to private school. And I'd like to say 9 times out of 10 they have, but no, it's 99 times out of 100 they have. And it's like, oh God, every time. It's kind of painful. Heather Small's moving on up was the entrance music. Heather Small, whose son has been elected for Labour councillor. I know, how did them people feel about having their music being used by the fucking Tories? I hope they got well paid for that through royalties or whatever, but I doubt it. I'm watching I'm watching the pound to the dollar on a candle chart. I don't know what a candle chart means. Is that a chart that you look at by candlelight? I don't know. London's Fallen, says Chatty Rat. Graham, working with a copyright lawyer, and a lot of my degree is copyright. Anything made by artificial intelligence digital arts cannot be copyrighted and thus enforced. Yeah, which is a bit mad because you've got digital artworks being sold, and I know Happy Toast, who's a brilliant artist cartoonist on Twitter. He used to be on B3TA quite a lot, for anyone who remembers those good old days. And he was saying, like, people are buying AI art for more than they'll actually pay for his art or anyone's art who actually fucking draws it, which is just remarkable, really. I think it's going to level out in time, but that is just nuts, isn't it? That is just absolutely nuts. But yeah, I hope that remains the case, that you can't copyright AI art, because otherwise you basically steal money from actual fucking artists whose job it is, whose livelihood it is to create artworks. And maybe in a way, having stuff that is actually drawn by a human will go up in value because it's so easy to get it drawn by a machine now. NFT sales are down 97% and prices being paid is down 90%. Non-fungible tokens is that. Yeah, they're a bit of a con. I thought they were a con at the time, so I didn't invest in them. Turns out they were a con. I'm not really into, the markets, finance, that sort of level of business, the money markets, the stock exchanges. I don't really, in the same way that I don't really, casinos, roulette, blackjack, poker. I've got a working knowledge about it, but not, I'm not any kind of expert in these fields. But I just have this like northern bullshit sense. It's like this spidey sense that just tingles whenever I see something. And generally, it's just, if something's too good to be true, I can't. I know, I'm just too cynical. I'm just too cynical to go, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. What, you put 100 quid in and you get £1 million back? Yeah, that sounds like something that could actually happen in real life. Heather Small, and people may well tell the Tories to desist from using their music in future. In the US, some artists have done the very same with Trump and the Republicans. Yeah, Trump just uses any music he wants. I think he used Neil Young at one point, and Neil Young was like furious, absolutely furious that Trump had used his fucking music and told him to go fuck himself. Anyway, talking to people who can go fuck themselves, Elon Musk. But I'm going to talk about this a bit more tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be appearing on the BIM podcast. I haven't arranged it properly yet, but I'll be appearing on that. tomorrow at about 8:30, and then directly after that I'll be doing War on Error, and hopefully in future we are setting up Labour Social, and hopefully that will start going on Monday. So next Monday, if you look out for that, it's at 10 o'clock, and it will be me, Wayne in Basildon, hopefully Supertansky. We'll be getting guests in, hopefully Phil, who does A Different Bias, and also Max, who does Maximilian Robespierre. We'll see how it goes. But basically Thursdays and Mondays, look out for stuff being put online by me and others around, others in our little group of, I don't know, very determined video people who would be on the internet and go at people. I'll talk about the fact that Owen Jones responded again to the fact that people were like, put the video up with the little ding dong I had with him last week, and he said that I growled at him. I didn't growl him. A growl is like, what I did was grrr, like that, like a comedy kind of shaking your fist at something you disagree with. It's not really a growl. I wouldn't call it. But anyway, it was funny. I was only meant in jest. But I thought it was funny. Apparently, he thought it was funny as well. So there's that. Anyway, he didn't like being called a pubeless potato, though. All right. So no new messages come in. So I'm guessing that pretty much everyone's abandoned this now. I can't see the viewer figures, so I don't know if I'm actually going out live still. But that was Liz Truss's catastrophe of a speech. Owen Jones, such a disappointment. Hey, you the guy who scammed me on Patterson, says Chrysosis. Me? Owen Patterson? That was nothing to do with me. I'm not a Tory. And I didn't give him any money to lobby on my company's behalf, because I'm not a multi-million-pound multinational. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night, for War on Error, and we'll discuss loads of things to discuss, including this speech. And until then, I'll say thank you so much for watching, and patrons, and oh no, the Truss box is in the way. Okay, so. Duke Vengeance is eating crisps in frustration. Duke, I'm out of crisps. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks to all my patrons and YouTube members. You are all absolutely fucking awesome. All the Tories are scum. And what else do you need to know? Until next time, hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye.